had a lot of fear and a lot of judgment doing what I did, leaving teaching and moving into this.
We had to make peace with the fact that we are not going to eat well. You're going to eat when you can get to it. You're going to feel a lot of guilt leaving your family.
Every decision that came to us, every question that came up, it's handling things as they come.
If you have a goal in mind, don't worry about all 12 steps. Just figure out that first one and then worry about step 2 once you've conquered the first step.
Welcome to another episode of the Founder's Path. Today I'm with a duo, Natasha and Kellie, the owners of Elevate Staging. So welcome to the interview. Man, how's it going? How are you guys doing?
Great. We're happy to be here.
Yeah. In your industry, how do you guys usually handle competition? Because there are other staging companies out there in London. Again, some of them are not amazing. But how do you handle that competition?
This is a good question.
Yeah.
I'm going to come at this from like where I came from teaching, where you are a collaborator first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
In order for everybody to succeed, collaboration is key, right? When you're teaching. And so I've just always had this mentality of, we all succeed together kind of thing. We rise together. There's more than enough for everybody.
Yeah.
Coming into the staging world, the design world, you want to call it, stepping on the scene, it seemed less like that and a little bit more competitive.
Yeah.
We have met some wonderful stagers that we don't feel that ickiness from. But I will say that we just learned really quick to stay in our own lane and just do what makes us happy. That's why we started this.
Yeah.
It brings us joy. We enjoy it. And therefore, you'll see us in our little car in our own lane, not veering off the road, because we're here for a reason, right? And us being here does not mean you're not more important or your company is now not amazing. If anything, like you were saying before.
Yeah, I mean, like we stepped onto this scene with the mindset of, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. We're going to reach out to other stagers and we're going to have dinners and we're going to have colleagues.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, wait, that's not really how it goes.
No.
And I don't know if this is because it's like a primarily women-dominated industry.
Yeah.
And women can be a little bit more catty.
Yeah.
But we learned quick that like the women that we thought were inspirations and were the goal, and we were talking about being like, oh my gosh, like these people are amazing, like I can't believe what they've built, like we want to be just like you. They saw us as competition. And at first we thought like, oh, like really us, like we're just a beauty business. That's
it's like
crazy.
a compliment, basically.
Absolutely. But at the same time, it's like we can all be friends and there's plenty to go around. And if you like Kellie said, we stay in our own lane. If you want, like we've experienced undercutting. We've experienced people talking about us. We've experienced so many things. And on our end, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing and just focus on ourselves and our families and our business and do what makes us happy. And also just makes our clients happy. It's so important that they leave an experience with us to say, being able to say nothing but amazing things. And I want everyone that experiences Elevate to be happy.
Yeah.
And it goes to say like, it's such a scarcity mindset approach to business.
That's what I was literally just going to say. I feel like
we're busy.
Yeah.
We are busy. I feel like other stagers are busy. We're all busy. Can't we all be busy? We don't all need to overtake London, right? Like there's more than enough to go around for everyone.
100%.
And I think that's just like a basis of our goals being different. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
in our business, our goal is to, like, I go now on field trips with my kids.
Yeah.
That's a huge goal that I've achieved that feels amazing.
Yeah.
And that might not be everybody else's goal, but we're not here to take. We're here to grow with everyone. Right? So,
and I think through doing a lot of these interviews, I think the biggest thing that I've noticed with a lot of these successful entrepreneurs is what you said is like basically not the scarcity mindset. It's like the abundance mindset. There's a lot of business to go around.
We can't stage all of London.
Yeah,
Neither
exactly.
Can you.
Yeah, 100%. And if anything, I think people, and again, the learning aspect of it, right? Like I think people are in different stages of their business, and it would be nice, kind of like what you said, like everyone's gonna be colleagues and everyone's gonna have fun. But that doesn't happen in the reality of business, unfortunately, because a lot of times people are thinking, oh, but like I don't want them to get the business when it's like in reality. so much to go around.
Absolutely. We've had experiences where we couldn't stage something. We just didn't have the capacity. And it feels so good to be like, these people are amazing. They do an amazing job. Call this person. Like, I want you to get the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
But everyone's got different goals, like she said, and ours isn't to take over the city.
Yeah.
And again, I just don't want to discredit that there are some really nice people too that we've met.
Of course.
And that we can feel they're not like that.
Yeah.
And it's nice when you get into those rooms, right?
Yeah,
and
for
hopefully
sure.
we attract more of those interactions.
Yeah.
100%. So you guys are local to London. Again, it's the first time I'm doing a 2-person interview. So I'm sure you guys will roll off each other very, very well.
Yeah.
First things first. So you guys are, again, so local entrepreneurs. How long have you guys been in business for?
I'd say now we're coming up on 2 years.
Yeah. How do you guys get your start?
I'll let you do this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a whole story that goes this, but I feel like you've said this so many times that it's kind of like
we're sick of hearing it.
A lot of people know it, but this kind of just was an idea that sprouted from a little trip her and I took together, where we thought it would be so awesome if we could just spend every day at HomeSense, right? How do we do this? And at first it was said more of this like joke, but as we progressed through our lives and had babies and finished off our families, I guess you can say, we kind of put the pedal to the metal and started up just thinking about it as a side hustle, something that we could do while I taught and she worked for her firm that she was working at the time.
Yeah.
And it just kind of took us by surprise and just took off.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Yeah. What was the biggest challenge when you started off? I mean, transitioning from regular jobs is usually not easy. What was the biggest struggle there?
Oh my gosh, finding the time to even make any of this happen.
yeah.
Kelly was still teaching for the board when we started. So within the first year when you're a stager, you're building your inventory. So I used to shop throughout the day and get our stages sorted
Sounds like
out.
a fun time.
It was fun until it wasn't fun. It was stressful because you're buying for an entire house and you've got a day or two to make it happen. And then we'd pack it all up and wait until she was done. And then stage these houses after work.
Like I would use my lunch breaks too and run to HomeSense. I'd be like, oh, I got the north one. Go in there on my lunch because I was
see what we can
like
find.
prep and blend it in and
So it was just finding the time. And so at that time we still have our families to run and just getting it started was a matter of time management.
Yeah. Did you guys get any advice that kind of helped ease the process in the beginning when you guys were starting?
Oh, I'll speak to this one.
Yeah.
So Natasha's father, and I'll speak to it because it's Natasha's father. She's probably like
she's gonna be humble about it. Yeah.
But her dad is a successful entrepreneur. And I've known Tash now for like 16 years. And so that means I've known the Sadas for that long.
Yeah.
And I've seen him grow as well in the amount of businesses he's accumulated and such. And so it was nice to have this mentor just right there as we started. And he helped us a lot kind of get off the ground running and gave us some really great advice to help us get started and also progress through the business.
Yeah. What did he tell you that stuck with you the most?
Oh my gosh, so many things though. But I feel like I used to call my dad and we got to a point where he'd answer the phone, what? Because it was every single day I had a question and he's very matter of fact and we'd be stewing over something and we didn't know what way to go and he would just answer it and we're like, okay, you've answered the question. But there was like, I don't know, what's the one?
What's one that sticks out?
One that sticks out is when we went to see him, we were starting to get overwhelmed because, so just to give a little bit of a backtrack here, our story, when I was teaching, I had decided June of 2024 to leave my permanent position and that I would use supply teaching as kind of a buffer for filling gaps in case we weren't busy, in case the business wasn't taking off like we hoped. So September rolls around and I'm kind of stressed out because we are like funneling money into this business and we're also back to back busy. We didn't foresee it getting this busy this quick. And we sat down with Tom and he basically told us that if we're going to do it, we need to do it right. We need to invest, get all the inventory we need, get in the warehouse, pay ourselves, all these things. And just from that advice alone, it made it feel manageable and like we could do it. He really supported us in that with getting us to this place where it didn't feel like it was just this overwhelming thing that we were never going to conquer. We just kind of took it back and said, okay, we have to do certain things, X, Y, and Z, to put ourselves in a place where this is sustainable for our families, for ourselves, and to keep moving forward and growing the business.
Yeah.
Now, financially for staging companies, it's definitely a little bit different because you guys have to invest so much in the beginning, and it takes a while to actually start paying off that investment. How was that mental toll on you guys early on?
It was hard. So I remember thinking, okay, Kel, we're going to invest a little bit of money into the first one. Whatever we make from that, we'll reinvest and we'll keep buying. I did not think that we would have 3 to 4 to 5 stages a week.
Yeah.
So we didn't plan on needing as much money as we needed. So we personally invested as much as we could, and we just kept buying, and that cycle kept continuing.
Yeah.
So it was a matter of just like, the one thing is you're not going to be able to take a pay for a long time.
Yeah.
As most business owners can empathize with. But the other thing is we also need a whole bunch of money to invest in this business that needs, you can't perform without any inventory.
Yeah.
So there's no option there. And it's just,
yeah,
we were prepared for it though. I think we got to a point where we knew this is what things cost.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a while before you see any money, and we have to make peace with that.
Did you lean on someone to help you through those conversations? As like, I think it's very important for business owners to have someone on their side when it comes to those conversations. Did you guys like lean on?
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I remember like having that meeting in the fall, and then both of us walked out and like, we're like
breathing.
Oh my God. Okay. Like he said, you're either in or you're out. You can't do this halfway.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing was he kept saying to us, like, you can't let this take over your life the way that it's taking over. You're working too much. You're bringing it home. He's like, I come home from work and I leave it. And we were like, well, we can't do that. We're in the thick of this. Like, we're doing every single aspect, and we're still worrying about the financial costs of it. And so we walked out of there, and he said, if you need help, I'll help you. Yeah. Let's do this right. And we did.
It's nice to have that support for sure.
For sure.
So now looking back at it, what's the best advice you think you would give to yourself starting over with a staging company and to someone new?
Oh,
I think personally to myself, I had a lot of fear and a lot of judgment doing what I did, leaving teaching and moving into this.
Yeah.
I think I would just tell myself that, like that I have a strength I don't even know is there.
Yeah.
And that I'm very fortunate to have like the support that I have like in Tash, and that it's going to be okay. Like you have to take one thing at a time. If I was to look at the whole picture when I started, I probably wouldn't have kept going. But every decision that came to us, every question that came up, even things like incorporating and taxes and all these things, it's handling things as they come.
Yeah.
Step by step. And I would say that's somebody else too.
Yeah.
It's just don't get overwhelmed by the whole, like you want your goal, your vision.
Yeah.
But you can't get overwhelmed by it. You're going to want to just approach everything as it comes.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing I'd say as well. Yeah. Just if you have a goal in mind, don't worry about all 12 steps. Just figure out that first one.
Yeah.
And then worry about step 2 once you've conquered the first step.
I was going to ask, so I know habits are a big thing. We kind of talked about this a little bit before we started interviewing. And I think you were excited to kind of talk about it. It sounded like, what are habits that you guys have implemented so far to make your life easier as a business owner?
So this might be controversial, but I just feel like in that first year, it's going to be crazy. You're not going to have the most healthy habits in your life. You have to give it your all. And it might be different for someone who doesn't have the responsibility of 3 kids in a household. If you can give it your all, we're just in a different stage in life, right? So we had to make peace with the fact that we're not going to eat well. You're going to eat when you can get to it. You're not going to work out as much as you want to, if at all.
Lifted couches.
Yeah, we looked at furniture.
That's why I work on itself.
You're going to feel a lot of guilt leaving your family, and you're going to be working in the middle of the night. And that's what happened for about 1.5 years. And we really just had to grind and be okay with that. We both were very aware. And in a partnership, it can be difficult for a lot of people. For us, it was like we're on the same page about almost everything all the time. And if we're not, we always just figure it out. But we both knew
through those times too. It was I've heard from so many people how business can be lonely. I feel grateful that I have somebody to lean on that gets it fully. Not just a little bit, understands, has the same life at home, is going through the exact same things. We just knew, I felt like really connected to Tash in that way while we were going through all that, because no one else got it as much as she got it or as much as I got it. Right. So that's also been a huge thing for us.
So that first year and a half, 0 healthy habits. The goal was to build this business, and we knew that the success was coming and that very soon we're going to be able to change things around and really focus on ourselves and our families. End of last year, we thought, okay, we've got to make a change. We have better processes. We have our inventory. We're not panic shopping every time we have a stage. And you save a lot of time that way.
For sure,
And we've made it a point of just, I'm sure everybody says this, going to the gym, eating well, or even just eating, because we weren't really eating. And then drinking water, and like just now we can take our kids to their activities and their sports, and we're not calling family to do it, or seeing our husbands and being with the kids. It's just, I don't know if it's like necessarily a habit. It's just having like, now we're at that stage where work-life balance is a thing, and that's just, we're so grateful.
Have you noticed you became better business owners now that you started prioritizing your mental and physical health?
Absolutely.
Better mothers, better like co-owners together to each other, better to just everyone in general, right? Like when you're running so frazzled, and again, like you have to give credit where it's due. You have to do what you have to do in the feeling. Like, it's not just going to be sunshine and roses. It's not, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Right?
Yeah, of course.
But the reality is that when you do pour into yourself first, we always hear it in the airplane, right? Put your mask on before you put everybody else's. There's just a point where it was not possible, right? Like it was not yet possible. We were floating in the plane.
Honestly.
Right?
So if we were to do it again, would it be different? No. It would be the exact same way, because you got to work hard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, you guys have been friends for a long time, it sounds like. So how is being a partnership with a close friend? Because a lot of times people talk about like, you don't want to mix like the pleasure with business and all that stuff. So how has that been? Have you guys had moments in time where you're like almost ruined a friendship, and how do you guys kind of like get over that, if anything like that happened?
I don't believe in never say never, but with Tash and I, we have a lot of the same mentality on a lot of things. Like when you get to with somebody like in a marriage, the core foundational values of that person should match your own, right? So when it comes to us getting in business together, we have core foundational values that match, right? And also, we're not quitters, right? Like, so if my husband pisses me off one day, I'm not going to divorce him. Right? Like the same thing with her. We've had arguments throughout this, because of course, like you heard the way we were running it for a while, we're tired, we're spent. We don't even know how to communicate at the end of the day when we're so exhausted. So 1 in the morning, we're still binning. We've had like these like tips and stuff, but we learned how to communicate with each other really well. I find we know, like I've learned when it's worth it to even say anything, and when it's just kind of like, does it even matter? It's a lot of self-reflection too. I don't know, like
and honestly, I think at the end of the day, it's not just completely how we run our friendship or our business partnership. Like we do communicate well, we do all the things, but at the end of the day, like we're also two personalities that just work well. And I think that's a matter of luck. We work really hard to communicate, and if there's an issue, issues happen. We're different people. But if something comes up, like I don't sit there and say, oh, I don't know if I want to talk. No, we talk about it. You are my work wife. Like we treat this as a marriage. Seriously. Our relationship is very similar to how we are living at home with our husbands. It's like, you've got to have open communication. There's no like feelings festering inside. If I'm mad, you're going to know, and I'm going to tell you, and we're going to talk about it. And if you don't want to talk about it, we have to.
Absolutely.
I know you guys have only been in business for 2 years, so it's a little bit of a shorter journey so far, but has there been a pivotal moment, and it sounds like it's probably in that maybe like year and a half space, has there been a pivotal moment that's gotten you guys to where you are now?
There have been so many moments that have actually made us like cheer and like jump up and like, like where people contact you and you can't believe this person contacted you, or you know, opportunities that come from different people, different realtors, different builders. But I think like I'm also personally, my pivotal moment was when we had that talk with her dad last fall. and was it last fall? It was the fall before.
Mm.
And that's crazy enough. And made that decision to really do that deep dive all in. Because then it felt more like, okay, we're doing this. This isn't just a trial. It's we're going after it now. So
Cool.
yeah, that was
Yeah, that was me too. But there's another one for you.
what, leaving teaching?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's making that official, right? Like, I shouldn't mean like I'm not gonna do
Yes. I'll never forget that day walking into my principal's office and just saying that. And it was well before the year was ending because I wanted to give her time to do
Yeah, of course.
you know, and I was a grade 8 teacher too. Not a lot of people want to teach grade 8. Like I'm being real. No offense to my kids, like I loved them, but just not everybody has that personality that wants to do that.
Of course.
And I just remember walking in that day and feeling like, what the hell am I doing right now? But also having this just inherent faith, like in my gut feeling that this is right. I know I can do this.
Yeah.
Just getting my husband onto that page, a pivotal day of him being like, okay, fine, Kel, like, and all these small movements turn into something greater than we could have even imagined.
Yeah. What would you guys say? Like, what's your why at this point? Like, why do you guys even start what you're doing? What's your why?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll speak for both of us in this one reason, but our kids, our families, and our husbands, like we do everything for them and to give them the best life possible. It's funny because we were actually thinking about this, and I sat down afterwards and I was like, I have a selfish statement. And she was like, what? And I said, also for me. I'm doing it for me, like to give myself something that I can be proud of and enjoy. And we truly do love the work that we do, and we're so blessed that we can say that. But that's
I think another layer too with the kids is, you know, she has a daughter, I have 2 girls. As women in business, we know there's like glass ceilings to shatter and all of that, right? And so I think of my 2 daughters and the way that they are, like my middle daughter, she will pretend to get at a computer and be like, hi, Tasha. Yes, I booked our staging Paul. She'll pretend she's doing the business that she's only 5 years old. And my kids know, like they know that I left teaching and that I chased my dream. And I want them to know, like, without getting emotional, that it's possible for them to chase their dreams too. Like that there's a reason, like if anything, this has built my faith more. And I feel like if God places something in your heart, it's there for a reason. Right. And it's like listening to him to keep going forward and having that trust. It's a big trust fall.
It's a huge trust fall.
For them to see that and feel like they can do what they put their mind to as well. And like hard work pays off and all those important things.
So what's the plan moving forward for you guys? What are next steps for you guys in the business and to grow and elevate in your dream?
Drink water. Eat, drink water. Go to the gym. Survive spring market. So many things. Honestly, we have so many things that we want to do, and we've got lots of goals. But we're still new. We're still a baby business, and we have plans to hopefully expand our team. There's just so much.
I feel like every year has been tiered with how much we've I don't know, brought into the business, I'd say. And like this year, we're looking a lot more at getting like key warehouse help now, like being in there a bit less or being in there with support. Because we've been the ones doing it behind the scenes. Like there's days you have to go to work like this, and there's days where we go to work in like our Lulus and like the honey and just get right here. Every day's different, but I think we're at the point now where, you know, it'll be nice to have more support in that side of things so we can do like more of our administrative duties and things like that.
And I feel like I have to bring this up because we talked about it before the interview started, but you want to talk about books because you guys both like to read. What's if you had to pick one each, what's a book that you think every entrepreneur should read?
I know. I listen to my books. I don't actually read them.
That's
But I do love Atomic Habits by James Clear. And I feel like that's not just something that you need to read if you're a business owner, just for every individual. It's a great book for building good habits.
I'd say You're a Badass with Money by Jen Sincero. I just like her author's voice. She's very real. And everything she says in there has literally proven to be my own. Like after reading, I got inspired and motivated, and it really helped with all of it.
Did you read that before we even started Elevate? Yeah, me too.
I would say like we were kind of like hobby Elevate.
Yeah.
What was the biggest lesson you learned from it?
to like that leap, like that trust fall, that you shouldn't ignore like your dreams and your goals. Like that when you play small, you're gonna live small, right? If you want to like live big, you gotta play big, right? So I loved that book. Yeah.
And what was the lesson that you got from
Atomic Habits?
Atomic Habits?
So many habits. Oh my gosh. Just even how to like commit to something.
Yeah.
And taking it step by step. And like even just when we were talking about not having to know the end goal and how to get somewhere, just that first step. Do that first step and get used to that first step and then build on top of that.
Yeah. Well, I do really want to congratulate you guys on the progress that you guys have made so far. Like I said, I think it's rare to find companies that kind of take an industry by storm. Like we talked about, London does not have that many good quality stagers, right? So I commend you guys on taking a whole industry by storm and doing a good job so far.
Sweet.
No, of course, but no, and like I said, it was great. It was great talking to you guys. I think there's a lot of value that a lot of people will learn, especially women in business is not easy, especially in the beginning. I think people usually underestimate women in business, and you guys are doing a great job.
Women in general.
Women in general, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So again, I appreciate you guys coming on, and then we'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care. That was good.